Hello Capricorn, how are you doing? Beautiful Capricorn. Okay. Okay, let's see. I just want to clear the energy really quick. Okay, Capricorn. I have your coffee cup right here. I'm going to pull tarot and oracle, and I have your messages that I saw in the coffee beforehand that I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, don't forget, if this message resonates too, please like and subscribe. Okay, so whoa, I saw like a city. Okay, and it's very interesting because I went to a bowl and a spoon, and I know soup was in this bowl. Okay, and this is talking like about a city. Okay, and getting to the heart of a matter here, and I'm gonna tell you why. The bowl and the spoon and the city represent, if there is a revolution that somebody wants to start, right, and they're in the heart of the city, they can't, that's not a good place to start this revolution, right? But if you go on the outskirts of the city where people live further out into the wilderness, this is very interesting how this all ties together. I'm just seeing this now from what I see later in the cup. Whoa. Wow, this is pretty amazing. So when you have a bowl of hot soup, you want to start eating right away. Well, it's too hot. You can't start eating it right away. But if you go on the edge of the soup, just skimming at the top there, you can begin to eat right away. And it's going to slowly cool down, and then you can eat and eat and eat. And, then you can start to eat, work your way, to the middle. And this is kind of like the city and starting a revolution. And this is something to do with the heart. There's something in your heart, and you can't see a way to be able to do it because you're trying to start a revolution in the city, in the heart of the city, instead of on the outskirts where you can build up your following, right? Because there's people that are positioned outside of the city, and they are out in their own land because they want to make up their own mind. They want to have their own rules. They're more open-minded. So there is something to this here, and there could be some kind of a physical component that you see where you're drawn to go to different places because you have this open mind. There is something you're trying to open your heart to make real. And this is what this is all about here. And I saw you standing there with a sheet behind you, and this is representing the veil here. So there is something here that you're seeing through. That there was a sheet there, like protecting Oz in the Wizard of Oz, and then you peeling back the sheet and you're seeing something for what it really is here. There's a hole in your heart, and this hole in your heart has to do with, there is something in your heart that it's time for this to come out and to be in this life. And it's not happening. And there is like this cage protecting your heart. But the cage that protects can also be a cage that limits. And this is what has begun to happen for you here, and you're seeing this. And I heard this song. And it's like your heart is a cage or something like that. Your heart is caged. Your heart is in a cage, like your heart is a wild animal. So this is why your ribs are a cage. There is a song by The Strokes that has something to do with that. I looked it up. I looked up heart in a cage. And this song came up. And what's so interesting is there is a line that says, stuck in a city, but I belong in a field. There's something here to this. You're stuck somewhere else, but you belong somewhere else. So this can talk about feeling detached from those around you, feeling, the heart and the soul, and being surrounded by ribs is like representative of our soul being trapped in this flesh, of this lifetime. And there's different ways where you can break out of cages and expand your reality to be more fulfilling of your soul, because your soul is growing and changing. And there's something very interesting. There was so many hearts in your cup. There's a heart that said that was next to the Sphinx, and the Sphinx represents sacred protection. There is a reason why things have happened and you were put in the cages that you were put in to protect you for something. But now it's time to break free. This is clear. Something is not working anymore, and in your heart, you know it. I saw a rooster, an Aries symbol, and a fish in the way of this heart being free, which is very interesting because the fish, you know, represents Pisces season, which represents a new dream, a new idea, a new thought. And then you move into Aries season, where this is the start of making this new consciousness in this reality, and the rooster is there. So the rooster could symbolize your own pride getting in the way, your own duty to practicality, to society. This can represent a way of wanting to protect your thoughts and feel like you need this protection instead of moving forward. There could be a very boastful, stubborn person that is in your way. They're very prideful, and maybe you know, it could be a lot of different things here with that. But we're gonna work this out. Okay, let's see about this. Dude, the heart has become free. Here's the heart, and this is this cage here, and now it's free. It's opening. You're gonna find a way to open this cage, and here, you know, these have altered a little bit here, which is good, which is saying that, you know, there is no way, like, even if you go the other way, it's a little bit more difficult, but it's still going to get out. So there's a ways that are being opened now that were not opened here. It's like the rooster moved here, you have the fish here, there's the Aries symbol here. So it's still here, but it's moved a little bit here. Wow. Your heart's become free, is going to become free of something that you want to express in this life. And, you know, there's a heart right across. There's a heart here, and there's a heart here. So there's a heart across from you. There could be another person here that, you know, has been on your mind. Maybe you have been calling in, you know, your person for this lifetime. This could be somebody that you already know. It doesn't have to be, but there is a way about living out in the distance. There is a way of living that is the opposite of the way you're living, that you feel called to do. Whatever that is, we're going to see about it. Let's see about it. Wow, Capricorn. You have the wreath, sorrow over a loss. And this could be a lot of different things here. I'm not going to take this as too many cards. So this could be a lot of different things here. You know, you get accustomed to this cage and the people there. And there could be something here where celebrating something and going forth, you're also losing something, you know. And the wreath represents that celebration. The wreath is on the Six of Wands card, where there is this recognition, this celebration, this returning. They're returning home, but there is something that they have lost as well. So there's something about leaving where you are to go somewhere else that fits. And when you do come back, it is a celebration, but it is a loss, because you'll realize, you know, what's that Benjamin Button quote? When you go home again, you realize what's changed is you. It's not the same. And that feeling of comfort that you're seeking is not there anymore. And that's the feeling, this detachedness. There's a hole in your heart. It's like there's something here that just doesn't feel right anymore. So to have a celebration is some kind of a loss. But look, you have the angel here. So there is angelic help for you, spiritual guidance and protection from harm. Yeah, you have protection. Your heart has this protection, but you going forth, you could be very afraid of what is going to happen to you. What are you going to be able to handle something, you know, because there's a certain level of security that the cage brings. But the Sphinx Okay, still here in your cup. And also the angel here is saying, you know, you have spiritual protection. There is nowhere on this earth you couldn't go where you would not be loved and guided. Look at the candle. You will be shown the way. How amazing is this? You're going to be shown the way. And that's the thing is, oftentimes the prophets, the people that are sparking these revolutions, you know, they're not doing it alone. They're never doing it alone. They have this team of people that actually makes them and the revolution what it is, right? And these people, they show up along the way. They get started small on the outskirts of the city. They're not telling anyone else about this, right? And they pick up this person, and then they go over here and they pick up this other person, and you know, and then they all have their roles. And so it's like you will be shown the way is kind of like saying like everything is going to show up as it needs to show up, but you have to kind of start off in the distance here with something. And look at how the angel is holding the candle here. So yeah, you're going to be shown the way. The divine is showing you the way. How remarkable is this? This is pretty cool. I love this. You have the boot increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals here. Yeah, there comes a point where, you know, you have to just put your boots on and get out there to the field. Walk out to the field if you want to be in the field instead of the city. You know what I mean? To just starting this revolution, you're just kind of going door to door here. So there is a point where you're going to have to just start to have this impulse of going forward and taking steps towards this action. Everything is going to kind of show up along the way, you know. Divine, seek out information that will help you. Yes. Wow. This is so interesting. So interesting. Okay. You have drama. This could be a very dramatic person in your life. Situation where no matter what you do, you're met with drama. No matter what you try to accomplish, to achieve, drama. And this could rise from within you. And this is just saying, maybe this situation isn't right for you. Maybe this person isn't right for you. Even if you are causing drama or they are causing drama, it doesn't matter. There is something here that is not right. There could be something here where you being who you want to be will cause so much drama here. And this is the escape card. So you're getting away from this sort of thing here. If you're waiting for something to get better that has been this is saying it's not going to get any better. It's going to continue to do this. No matter what you try to do, it's going to be this. So this is kind of like saying, yeah, it is sad that you have to leave some things, someone, people behind. But you deserve your own freedom. And it's so interesting that the monk is here. You know, within you, you can escape all of this. And when you have this freedom within you, when you learn how to allow your heart to be free, to break free from this cage, you're no longer going to choose to be around people or situations, entertain things that only bring this into your life. Because that's not why you came here. That's not what you deserve. You have resourcefulness. You may think that you cannot move forward because you don't have this, and this. But this is kind of like saying, go forward and you will figure it out along the way. Spirit is going to guide you along the way. And you can look for information. You will be very surprised with how the answer is yes and how you can move forward here. Everything here is just really saying, you can do this. Go for your own health. For some of you are stuck in a situation that it's not healthy, and you know it's not healthy, and you know that this would be better for your health, but other people are causing a huge problem with this. They will not allow your peace. This is what's being disrupted with the monk here. It's your peace is being disrupted. You can't have peace. That's the thing with the hole in your heart. Wherever this person is in the city, it's just not right. No matter what is happening, they're not at peace because it's just not right, and you can't fake that, and there is no amount of doing anything that's going to make this better. Nothing. Nothing. Some of you, this could be a relationship. Spirit is helping you get out of this relationship because you don't deserve that. You could have trauma bonded with a person. You're both going through something very difficult. This is why you decided to stay. Some of you have not made maybe moves forward because of dealing with grief and loss. And this is saying it's time to move forward in your life. You deserve to have blessings in your life. There are angelic beings. There are your spirit guides. There are angels. There are your loved ones that have passed on that want to see you. And what's so interesting is the monk here, definitely receives the messages from the divine and puts it into practice here. So this is you doing that. And it's kind of like saying here, the crow, how do they find all of these shiny things to make their nests? How do they find all of this yarn that they need to make their nest? How do they do this? How do they do that? How do they just go and they just do? They just do it. Yeah. You have the Five of Pentacles with the Fool. So this is kind of, the Five of Pentacles is like being stuck, left out in the cold. There is some kind of place where this is, sure, I'm in a city here. I have a lot here. I put a lot of energy into where I'm at right now. So why wouldn't I stay there? It would make sense to stay there here. But there is weaknesses that are constantly being brought up and put in your face. And there are ways that people maybe are helping you so that you have to stay attached to them. And they're actually doing more harm than they're actually doing good. There's something here about smoking or vaping. And it's like, you maybe do that to get rid of anxiety, but it actually produces chemicals in your brain that cause you to feel anxious. So this is an illusion of help. Whereas the Fool is going out, is breaking out of the city, is going into the field, right? Stuck in a city, but I belong in a field. So go to the field. That's what this is saying. Whatever that means for you, you can do it. You can do it. Wow. Four of Wands, Seven of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Emperor. Do not let anybody else steal your dreams. That's another thing with the Aries and the fish and the rooster. Something else could be stealing, you're allowing it to steal your dreams. Calling attention to something that makes a weakness. So you cannot get something off of the ground. Other people are doing this. You have people that kind of put you down so they make you think that you need them, but actually they need you, not the other way around. The Seven of Swords really also talks about not saying what you're actually doing. You don't need to tell other people what your plan is or anything. You don't owe them that. This is your life. Your life should be about you. So you're not going to fight somebody else's war that has nothing to do with you, and you would not benefit from this at all. Person is stealing the swords from the enemy camp because he does not want to fight. And so if nobody has any weapons, they can't fight. There is something here about you want a revolution. You want to be out in the field. You don't want to be in the city. There is a hole in your heart. Your heart is in a cage. It needs to be free. This is kind of doing whatever necessary to break free. Resourcefulness. Escape. It's like, yeah, to steal is wrong, but to stop people from going to war, which would cause people to die and suffer, is that really wrong? It's not. So there is a point where you're going to be shown the way, and then this is like action. And you don't need to really tell others here. This is about you being resourceful and taking, there's an easy way to solve your problem, and this is right, then go forth and do it. Is kind of like what this is saying, and not to allow other people to steal your passion from you, because you deserve to have this celebration, this new way in your life that you get to celebrate, that you get to move forward and move on. And you get to have stability. You get to be celebrated. You get to have this security. You get to start your own empire. You don't have to wait to eat the soup. You just have to eat along the edges, along the edge, along the top, and you can begin eating right away. And as you gather people all along, then your revolution is very easy. This is profound. Profound. And what, Empress? This could be someone you already know. 6 of Cups, the heart reflecting the heart across the cup. There is a person here, and that's the thing, is there's 2 people here. So there is somebody that you're stuck out in the cold with here. And it's like, yeah, you would have to break free from that, and that would be sad, and that is solo journey here. But you know what? There is a person here that sees you as the emperor, as the empress, and they are an emperor, whatever, vice versa, whichever way you are, whatever. Doesn't matter, male or female or whatever. And this could be a person that is someone you already know. A gift from the universe, someone you know from childhood. Doesn't have to be, but this person, they're a gift from the universe. And look at now at the Page of Cups here. So now this wish, the fish represents something that you can turn into a wish, that you can turn into prosperity and stability for yourself here. Okay, now this wish is not going to be blocked. Okay, and now your divine feminine energy is going to be honored. Your dreams are going to be honored. And you can start to make steps forward here. This is gathering your people on the outskirts of the city. You can't go into the capital and start a revolution, Wow. How amazing. This is beautiful, Capricorn. Okay, this is what I have for you. I hope that this resonated, okay? If it did, please like and subscribe, okay? Thank you so much. Also, I have a book. It's called One White Rose, and it is all about divine feminine energy, and it's fiction. It's about 4 different women that live different places, different times, different cultures, in the universe and on this earth, and all of them are, standing up for themselves. All of them are breaking out of cages in a way, and healing the trauma of physical, emotional, mental, and sexual abuse that they have faced in their lifetime. To, even if you're going at something alone and you have no one, that's not true. You have the divine, and you can tap into divine feminine energy, and all the women, any soul that has lived a life that they have been oppressed and their liberties have been taken from them, all those souls, they stand with you and they are helping you, and you are moving forward into this beautiful expression of unconditional love and freedom in this life that you were born worthy of. So this is there for you if you're interested. And